Hey guys, this is David from Vanguard here, finally with Metalborg's deck profile. So I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys were like, he got the stuff, I wonder why he's not putting up the deck profiles. He even has matches. I'm like, well, the matches I put up because I was in the middle of playtesting, so I had builds here and there, and I didn't want to show an actual build until I was pretty set for it. And now, I think I got a decent build, and that's been working really consistently. So I reveal my Metalborgs. Going with the starter, I run Warrior of Destiny Die. I do run this card because I think it's very important to get into Simbuster, because he is the main card of the deck. Well, of course, Laurel is too, but Simbuster is the main card why this deck is pretty good and pretty competitive. So running Die is really good, plus I don't use, I barely use Counterblast in this deck, so running Die is really nice. I will probably consider running less grade 3s, because I don't even use perfect cards in the first place, so, with that reason, grade 3 searchers will be very valuable, even in future decks. I'm pretty sure that if you guys are try to build Legion decks, I think keeping your grade 3 searchers and quintet walls are really important, so keep that in mind. And then going to the grade 3 lineup, of course I am running the main card. I run 4 of it because it's the main card. I think I pointed out enough already, but anyways, I run 4 Metalborg Simbuster. He is the ultimate brokenness, if I have to put it. At Legion, he's at 20k, pretty simple, and then Legion's effect, put 4 of any card back, which is almost likely going to be your key card with your Legion, with your main Vanguard, and then just triggers back in the deck. So, anyways, when he's at Legion, if I'm at 30k, he gets an ability where the opponent can't guard with 1 or above. So basically, no quintet walls, no perfect cards. So a really nice card already with that effect. I'm pretty sure most of you guys are sick of having every card having Glory Maelstром's effect, but whatever. This deck can just really put up the potential of the ability. He was broken enough already. They gave him a second effect, which doesn't have to be Legion, but if he's over 20k, which, at Legion, it's 20k already. If he hits, he gets to draw a card. I get to draw a card. So, that's pretty broken. So, the opponent can't use perfect cards. If I hit, I get to draw because he's at 30k. Of course, this is including boosting. So, it's not that hard to get. So, Simbuster, ultimate brokenness. And then, of course, as a side, I do run 3 Dylons, Metalborg Dylons. This guy at Legion, if I'm at 30k, he gets an extra crit. So, it's not too bad. But, there can be other better cards like Simbuster. But anyways, when he attacks the Vanguard, he gets plus 3k. So, if he's at Legion, he's attacking for 33 by itself. 23 by itself. With the booster, whatever the card's boosting, it's gonna keep him at 30k. So, this deck is mainly concentrated on these 2 cards. Try to make them 30k every turn. Almost every turn, so pretty stable. And then, of course, going to the grade 2 lineups, these 2 cards, they're here because they're the mates. But, of course, there are also good reasons for them as well. I do run 4 Urobusters. This card is pretty broken too. His main Vanguard is already broken, but his little buddy here is really broken too. If he's on the rear, and if I Legion, that turn I can give the Vanguard 4k. And the Vanguard gets an extra skill if I attack the Vanguard, and if it hits, I can retire a unit on the opponent's side. So, think about it. Imagine it. I hit at the Legion. The opponent can't use perfect guards with a number over 30k. They take the hit. Okay, and then I get to draw an extra card. If this card was out on the rear, I get to retire 1. So basically that's plus 2 for me, because I'm minusing 1 from the opponent and I'm drawing an extra card. And as you see, I have Laurel, of course, because he's an awesome card. I get to redo that again. So that's really broken. In words, but honestly, I haven't pulled it out too much, but I mean, it's really nice just to put him on the rear and then try to Legion, but most likely I want to put him in the drop zone so I can recycle him and just mate him. Or seek the mate or whatever. And then of course I run 4 of the 12k attackers. I mean, 12k attackers, pretty much said. Of course, especially when I'm running laurels on the other rear behind the 12k attackers, I'm hitting for 16. So really nice columns because most likely every deck's gonna have their 11k main Vanguard, which if I hit for 16, they have to guard at least with the 10k. So really nice. Of course, instead of the 1 grade 3 I was supposed to run, I'm running 12 grade 2. So I am running 4 Kaisers. Why I put Kaiser is if I ride a grade 3 or a different card, I get a +5. So think about it. Simbuster's effect, if I'm over at 21 without Legion, I mean, the booster is obviously going to give a power boost and whatever. I mean, it's going to hit for 20k already. Think about it. That's pretty broken already because I get an extra 5k, which, I mean, with other cards just powering it up, Legion and ever, it's going to hit for 30k. So basically, most of my turns going to be over 30k main Vanguard. So Kaiser is just an extra good card to give a power boost to my main Vanguard. So I mean, this is my personal tech, honestly, but it's been doing a really good job. Just try to ride into him and then ride into a grade 3. So really nice card. Hope you guys considered about it. Sorry, late at night. And then I am running 4 Quintet Walls. Yes, I am running 4 Quintet Walls. The reason why I am not running perfect cards, I'm gonna explain why I'm not running perfect cards. Alright, I did try out the perfect cards. I tried out 4, I tried out 2, 3, or whatever perfect cards that you guys think is the best. For Legion decks, apparently, in my opinion, this mechanic was built for these Quintet Walls. Just in my opinion. Because Legion kind of has like an mid-early game, if you think about it. They're not really like Break Ride where you have to wait until you're at 4. They're not like Limit Break where you have to wait at 4. They can activate at any time if you just can put 4 cards back into the deck. So if I Quintet Wall early game, I get to Legion early turn, I get to hit 20k every turn. So I do need that Quintet Wall early, so that's why I'm not running my perfect card. So I can Quintet Wall early, get my cards in the drop zone, Legion, and then just pressure on. So of course, I can't say all decks need Quintet Wall, but decks that restand the Vanguard multiple times early game, for example, like this deck with Laurel, I can restand the Vanguard. And then of course, the Risers that came out in set 16 with Cap Butler, they can restand. So of course, that's why they run Quintet Walls also. But like I said, this is just my personal tech that I thought is really nice with Legion. So make sure you guys comment down below and tell me why you think that perfect cards will be better than Quintet Walls in there's certain type of decks. But this is my opinion on the deck, my card choice on the deck. Alright, I am running 4 of the Ghost Mist, Metalborg Ghost Mist. If you guys don't know what he does, if I'm at Legion, his effect is Counterblast 1, I can give 4 power each to each of the Vanguard. So that means if I have more than 2 Vanguards, which is possible because Legion, you have an extra Vanguard unit, which is the grade 2. Okay, so they get 4 each. So if I'm at Legion, I will be hitting 28 with his power boost. And if he is behind the rear, if I have something behind the rear, I just need 2k more to hit 30k. Like I said, this deck was constructed to hit 30k every turn consistently. And then going on, I do run 3 Laurels because, restanding ability, really broken. Early game pressure with Laurel on the field, really broken because I can just keep pushing. So Laurel is just something that you need to run in D-Police, honestly. If you don't run Laurel, I'm pretty sure you have a different concept of deck building than I do. But Laurel just gives that really good pressure. So honestly, I think you guys should think about putting Laurels in your deck. Really nice card. And then I do run 3 of the Vanguard boosters. Because if I have a Legion unit, in front of him, 30k. I mean, extra. I mean, he's gonna be 10k booster. I mean, okay, now I can hit 30k consistently with him in the back every turn without trying, not activating his effect or anything. So as you see, these 10k boosters are really good because I can hit 30k consistently, and of course I don't need to run too much because I'm just gonna leggy on these cards back into the deck and then try to get them with drive checks and all that good stuff. So that's my 3-2-1 build, and then of course my trigger lineups, as you see, pretty basic: 4 heals, 4 draws, 8 crits, 8. I'm pretty sure I don't need to explain why. I mean, I was considering 12 crits or 10 crits, but you know, I do need that extra draw trigger on defensive, and plus, I mean, with Laurel, I need more units on my hand, so I just set down the extra cards I got with the draw trigger and then just push in. So the draw triggers are really nice to have. And then of course I run 8 crits because I probably don't need to explain, but I just need to push the opponent every single turn. Because they can't even perfect guard if he's 30k, so running 8 crits is really nice. And then I think heals are just something that you really need to run anyways, because you know, you can only run 4 of it anyways, and then you know, heals just are game savers. Like, sometimes I just don't get people why they won't run heals, but you know, it's whatever, it's their deck choice. But I do run the heals because they're good. My thoughts overall on this deck: I've been playtesting it. Of course, I don't have another Legion deck to playtest against, but this deck, I'm pretty sure if I was against another Legion deck, it will still do really good because it has a little more early game than other decks would. So, hope you guys like the deck profile. Make sure you guys comment, rate, subscribe down here. Oh god. And just give me any of your opinions on this deck or any decks that you want to see in the future sets. Me and Daniel are planning to get the extra boosters that are coming out in Japan this month, so stay tuned on that. I'm still debating between Abyss and Witches, so hope you guys just comment what you want to see. But yeah, thanks for watching, and like always, imagine the victory. I am Vanguard.